Good morning, Paul. This is Jay. Jay has been with Alcon for the past 18 years. Why is that so? Let me share with all of you. I think the most important question that anyone would ever join network company or any networking. This is the most important question you gotta ask yourself. This is what I call the 3 why. Before you ask what are you going to do, how to do it, you got to ask yourself why. Okay? The 3 question will be, why do you need to change? That's the first question. The second question will be, if you want to change, why did you choose MLM or the network marketing? Number 3 is, why did you choose that company like Alcon? If you ever have the good answer for these 3 questions, I suppose you will be one of the most successful networkers. For me, 18 years ago, I was just 23. When I graduated from Australia and I came to my hometown, Malaysia, I discovered one thing, which is I cannot afford to make my parents retire. So when I was 23, my parents was already 63. So there is a day I attended a seminar. There was a speaker asked me the question, we are still young. We can become successful in 5 years or 10 years time. We can wait. What about our parents? So at that time, I just remind myself, I was 23, but my parents already 63. So I was born when they are 40 years old, and I was just 15 in the high school when they are 55. They sent me to Australia to further my study when they are age of 60. So even I graduate, I cannot afford to give them a better living. This really, really breaks my heart. So after the seminar, I went back to home and I asked my mother one question with a piece of paper and a pen. How much do we need for the whole family in a month? So I started to write out every expenses and costs, and I discovered that forever I can never make them retire. So this breaks my heart, and I have a big decision that if I want to make them to retire, I got to find a business that can give me unlimited income. This is why I choose networking. So my friends, do you have the urge to change? If you were given a chance to turn back the clock for 5 years or 10 years time, would you still be making the same decision that you had made before? Or if you are given another 5 to 10 years time, who will you want to become? That's a very important question, because without knowing we need to change, we really want to change, there is no opportunity at all. So this is the first question you really got to ask yourself. Or we call it a dreams that wakes you up every single day. So when you have the urge to change, you find out the dreams, you find out the people who you love and you want them to become better, then we ask the second questions. There is a lot of opportunity. You can either work, you can work part-time, you can start out a business, you can sell things, or you can, I don't know, sell anything online. But why do you choose network marketing? Throughout these 18 years, I find something really interesting, that most of the people who join network marketing without really knowing what is network marketing. So when I was age 23, back there, okay, I got no knowledge about network marketing, so I started to read books. There are 2 books really inspired me. One is 101 Copycat by Burke Hedges, and the other one written by Robert Kiyosaki, The Right Quadrant. So this is what I'm going to share next. Only this 4 letter had changed my entire life, which is the ESBNI. I suppose if you have read the books, watched the YouTubes, and I strongly suggested you to search on YouTube's The Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, ESBI. So E stands for employee, S stands for self-employed, B for business, and I for investment. So in the books, I was taught 90% of people are in these 2 quadrants, only maybe 5 to 10% are here. And everyone here are just making active income, which means that we get paid by putting ourselves time into work. So with this, you can never get any freedom at all, whether you work for someone or you work for your own self. So if you want to earn so-called a passive income, you got to start move from S quadrant to B quadrant, which is a business. But this business is not the normal business that we're talking about. It's a business with system. And secondly, you need to have at least 500 people. So this you work for people, you work for self, and B is you have a system who works for you. I started to read the books, and there's a lot of business systems such as franchise, and I found most of them I cannot afford. I do not have a capital to start a business until the number 9, which is network marketing. So network marketing, we have a chance to leverage from others to build your own business. So this is as and when I quit my job and I started in the B quadrant with network marketing. So a couple years ago, when I started to have a fairly good income from the business, from my network, from the system, then I started to put my money into an investment which makes the money to work for you. So people in the whole world who are enjoying good income and passive income, almost every one of them have a business with a system, and then they let money to work for themselves. So this is why I choose network marketing. So you have a strong urge to change. You know why you want to choose network marketing. Number 3 is choose a right company. Still, I found out a lot of good networkers, they do have dreams. They really want to change. And they understand network marketing. But unfortunately, they choose a wrong company. By choosing a wrong company, you're putting a bet in a company that cannot secure your future if the company don't last, so as your network. So you really have to choose a good company. Now, there is a lot of good company out there, and Alkon is definitely one of them. So why did I choose Alkon? Let me share with you this. How many times you've seen someone with a company for 18 years? But in my company, I was the youngest. My upline was with Alkon since 1997. It's almost 22 years. And my ABABAM is 001 of Alkon, which I've been with Alkon for more than 24 years. So this is such a long time. How could it become? And if you have someone who has worked for 18, 20 years, I'm sorry, maybe have been 60 or 70 years old. I'm just going 40 this year. So I always tell all my friends, I grew up in Alkon. So how do we choose a right company? There's a lot of key element for us to choose, which I'm going to share later. But I think the most important thing is choose a company that you feel like you are at home. Choose the people you work with, you feel they are part of your family. Whatever decision you do it in a long-term way. I grew up in Alkon. The most impressive thing about Alkon is not only the good products, company and plan, but rather the culture. The culture of gratitude, appreciation. So this is what makes me to stay in Alkon for so long, and I have been working for 18 years with my upline. That's fairly great, right? So in the next video, I'm going to share you what is good about Alkon and what makes Alkon to be the #1 company in Malaysia. See you in the next video.